The Oklahoma Corporation Commission plans to continue using competitive bidding for its projects. Some tribal nations are working to preserve their historical sites. And an upcoming concert in Oklahoma City will help tornado recovery efforts. This is the KGOU PM News Brief for Thursday, May 16th. I'm Deborah Shar. State Auditor Cindy Byrd recently identified issues with how Oklahoma pays for some contract work. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Grayson Wheeler breaks down one agency's response.
Oklahoma Corporation Commissioner Bob Anthony recently publicized a motion to, quote, adopt the state auditor's position on rules that allow no-bid contracts. Agency Director Brandy Reith says he took issue with the implications of Anthony's motion.
We did not go to the statewide no-bid contract because I agree with Ms. Byrd. Many areas of the state are becoming no-bid. OCC is not that.
Anthony says the Corporation Commission has worked with 8 vendors who have special contracts with the state that could exempt them from competitive bidding. But Reith says the Corporation Commission was already under work agreements with those vendors before the no-bid rules and has continued to use competitive bidding for all its proposals. Scrapping Anthony's motion, Commissioner Todd Hyatt stressed the agency doesn't have any no-bid contracts and doesn't need to change its practices. In Oklahoma City, I'm Grayson Wheeler.
The Choctaw Nation is receiving $5 million from the U.S. Department of Energy. The money will provide backup power during outages and reduce electricity cost. We get details from Anna Pope with the Oklahoma Public Media Exchange.
The project aims to install battery storage systems to create a microgrid and carry out energy-efficient upgrades in 7 buildings on the Choctaw Nation's Poto campus. Since 2018, the campus has lost power 3 times annually on average. During outages, the microgrid will provide backup power for a health clinic, child development center, and food distribution center. Energy efficiency upgrades can include everything from new or upgraded HVAC systems to replacing light fixtures and are estimated to save $140,000 in electricity costs. The money for the project is part of the department's Energy Improvements in Rural or Remote Areas program. In Oklahoma City, I'm Anna Pope.
4 Oklahoma tribes are working with the National Park Service to preserve their historic sites and resources. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Sarah Lisi reports.
The Modoc Nation, Kiowa Tribe, United Keetoowah Band of Cherokee Indians, and the Delaware Nation signed preservation agreements with the National Park Service. They joined 27 other Oklahoma tribes in an effort to look after their tribal lands and history. One of those tribes is the Pawnee Nation. They worked with the Tribal Historic Preservation Team and the Bureau of Indian Affairs, surveying land in north-central Oklahoma to ensure ceremonial grounds were protected. According to the National Park Service, historic preservation responsibilities will return to the 4 tribal nations that signed the agreements, shifting management of certain functions from the state to the tribes. These tribes will now develop plans to strengthen their preservation efforts. In Oklahoma City, I'm Sarah Lisi.
A country music star from Oklahoma is donating some proceeds from his upcoming concert to help tornado victims. Country artist Zach Bryan made the announcement on social media. Bryan said profits made from merch sales during the first night of his 2 concerts in Oklahoma City will help recovery efforts in Barnsdall. An EF4 tornado leveled the northeast Oklahoma community 10 days ago. Bryan is performing at the Paycom Center tomorrow and Saturday. You can find more Oklahoma news on our website, kgou.org, and on the KGOU AM NewsBrief podcast. I'm Deborah Shar.
Hi, it's Terry Gross, the host of Fresh Air. We bring you in-depth, long-form interviews with actors, directors, musicians, authors, journalists, and more. Listen to our Peabody Award-winning Fresh Air podcast from WHYY and NPR.